Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Advance Wars Dual Strike. Alright, we are now on to Mission 9, Victory or Death. Maybe this time we're going to get to use the tag CO power ourselves. Let us find out. Interesting, sounds like you've got all kinds of evil MacGuffins. Oh, Hawk! Okay. So I think I mentioned before that from something one of the commenters had said in, I think, one of my Reboot Camp videos, it sounded like Hawk had been removed from the game, i.e. replaced with someone else. But I wasn't entirely sure because the wording was a little vague. And apparently Hawk is still in the game, which makes me happy, because, as I said, I thought he was the coolest member of Black Hole. Oh, how poetic. Oh, it's still going all poetic. I can do death, no problem. I don't know, Lash. We deal a lot more death to you than the reverse. The Black Arc sounds like something out of a Trails game. Trails in the Sky or something. Oh, okay, it looks kind of like something out of Trails in the Sky 2 as well. Or an East game, for that matter. You know, some kind of Nihon Falcom RPG. I think I've probably lost most of my viewers with these references. On the upside, at least it's a cool tile set. It's not all bad. That would be a black crystal, I suppose. Is that draining the life force out of the land or something? You pasty freak! Okay. I do kind of like these two's back and forth insults. Oh wow. Shots fired. You know, stealing the resources is one thing, but just sucking the life force out of the land is a whole new level of evil. You guys think you're Shinra or something. Okay. You have regenerative powers? Wow, this guy. Sasha's shocked. She can't take it. She's too much of an innocent maiden to handle this. There are ways to make that sound a lot more badass when you say it, Jake. I mean, it would be the top screen on a physical DS. Here it's to the left. That's okay. The fabulous Flying Fortress. They also have a crystal that drains an entire continent of its life force. How are we surprised by a Flying Fortress at this point? Oh, gee, thanks, Lash. You're too kind. Is this going to be kind of like a couple of those Days of Ruins maps, or Days of Ruin maps, where the map just got bombarded by random bombs for a few turns? Huh, that doesn't really sound like how tag battle is supposed to work. Don't you fight on the same front? I continue to be confused. Okay, well anyway, all will be revealed in time. Okay, so it's going to be an air battle up above. Interesting. How do I switch screens so that I can study them both? Okay, clicking on the top screen doesn't work. Now that I think about it, I don't think the top one is a touch screen on an actual DS, isn't it? So it makes sense that wouldn't work. Okay, well, I'm sure they'll... I mean, it seems like you'd have to be able to scroll through both of them if they're both bigger than the screen when you're doing setup, right? But I'm not sure how to switch. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's not spend too long thinking about it. Okay, so who would be best for the air? I was thinking of doing a brother-sister matchup and going with Colin and Sasha, but if the secondary map is not a deployment map, Sasha doesn't seem like the best choice. Probably Max, right? Because we're going to be using all direct fire units. So I think that's probably the correct choice. Also, wow, what a contrast. Tiny little Colin who looks like he weighs maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, and then the giant mountain of meat that is Max. Max's biceps are thicker than Colin's entire body. Let that sink in. Max, roids are bad for you. Go all natural. Alright, I think that'll do. Victory or death. That's right. Mm-hmm. Oh. Really? That interesting. Wasn't expecting that the other one would be AI controlled. Huh. This isn't quite how I was expecting this to work. Interesting. I mean, that's not that useful a hint if I don't control the second front. I guess the only control I have is trying to choose my CO wisely. Hopefully Max was a good choice. Seems like he should have been, since he's a direct fire specialist. Although, wait, is that true of air units as well? I believe it is. Pretty sure. Well, this is all very strange, but we'll learn as we go. Yeah, non-infantry direct combat, so that obviously includes air units. Alright, well, let's get started. We have a lot of air units down here as well. I don't control any factories yet, do I? I'm in the process of capturing those. What's the enemy got? I do have a factory here, but anything I build there will just get insta-killed. Because completely surrounded by enemies. Is there any value in just building an infantry here to take a couple of hits? Wait a minute, that thing has, like, Max-style gimped range. That's odd. I question whether there's real value in doing this, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, they've got tons of anti-air, just an insane amount. So let's be cautious about sending our Air Force over the mountains. That said... Oh, I can influence the second battle indirectly. Sending fighters seems pointless because it's all air-to-air. Or I mean bombers. Sending bombers seems pointless because it's all air-to-air, right? Interesting. Wow, this is all quite unexpected. The enemy doesn't have that much air. They have one fighter and a couple battlecopters. Not too worried about that. Maybe I'll keep one fighter behind for myself? Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave one behind for our own use. Alright, Max, you should be able to win with everything I've sent you and the fact that you're the direct combat specialist. Don't let me down. Oh, I just realized I've got an anti-air right here. Whew. Almost didn't notice that. But I spotted it just in time. We can get a preemptive attack on it with our bombers. That'll take care of that threat. Alright, keep our fighter back here for now. Okay, that's a problem. That said, its range isn't that huge, so just staying near the crystal isn't a great strategy. Okay, thanks for telling me that indirect fire is a good way of doing this, although I suppose that's fairly obvious. Oh, that's why the artillery had gimped max style range. That makes sense. Oh. How is that even possible? I mean, there were a lot of other things kind of preventing us to make good use of that. Oh. I screwed up big time. I didn't think that was within the AA's range. I screwed up in a major way. That was stupid. Oh, wow. We'll live with it. I feel like I did get some value out of building an infantry there. It seemed to distract the enemy pretty well. Oh yeah, there are a lot of cannons in addition to the enemy fighters. That's true. So I guess sending more fighters for Max's use isn't a bad call. Okay. We have a little bit of ability to affect what they're doing. There's an intel. Okay, it's a little vague. What's the difference between aggressive and offensive? That's not terribly clear. Commenters are probably now furiously typing what the difference is, but this is probably all going to be pre-recorded, so I don't know how much I'll be able to make use of the information, but feel free to leave information about it anyway. There's no harm. Could be useful to other people reading the comments. Yeah, my mistake putting that one bomber in range of this anti-air. I didn't realize I was doing that. A little frustrating when I make stupid slip-ups like that, but what can you do? Alright, that was irritating, so get screwed. Alright, good. I suppose Max could use some reinforcements. There, just to draw some fire. It actually seemed kind of useful. He was distracting to them. How to make best use of this tank. Move forward 2 spaces. This guy's basically out of commission. I can use him to join with this bomber if this bomber takes more damage. I can park him on the airport and have him very slowly heal up. Both options. I might want to build more fighters with the airport to send them up to help Max as well. Yeah, I mean, it's being a little bit of a distraction. Oh, well, now these parts someone there, I'm not going to be able to build any more of them. Okay, good. Well, Max is doing his best. You're too late. I have captured this. Putting my tank up where this mech will just wreck it seems unwise. How will that go? With first strike, probably okay. Yeah, not bad. And yeah, until I decide... Let's just build a bomber there right now. There's nothing on this front that can threaten the bomber, so... have at it. Well, hold on. They did have missiles. I doubt we're anywhere near being in their range, especially if all range is reduced by 1 right now. No, I didn't think so. Boom. Yeah, you don't have much value when you're at 2 HP. I'll just keep it sitting around right now. Well, it's not completely useless. For example, it could do a little extra damage to this guy. Alright, I think that's a turn. Okay, not terrible. Oh. I didn't really think about their attack choppers. I probably should have. A couple of fighters will help with that. Beautiful. Yep, they sure did. Well done to them. Alright, good job. Keep it up, Max. This is completely different from the tag CO thing the enemy was doing in the previous mission. Since they were swapping COs in the middle of the fight, and that's not what we're doing at all, so we're still not really getting tutorialized on the new mechanic. But that's okay. This is, by the way, if anyone is wondering, I do think this is cool. This double screen 2 fights going on mechanic where one is controlled by the AI and you can only help indirectly by giving them sort of a rough posture to use and sending them units to assist. I think that's pretty neat. I'm just surprised that we're still not doing the thing where we are controlling both COs completely on one front and swapping between them. It's taking a while for that to come up for us, I guess. Alright, the enemy choppers are going to have their way with our forces, so let's build a fighter to deal with them. We can't afford one right now, but that's easily fixed. I'm no slouch because I have money! There we go, perfect. Screw the rules, I have money. I still love desert tile sets. Always so cool. Alright, next turn I think the attack choppers are going to be giving our infantry a rough time, but... Oh, can the enemy bomb hurt my bomber? I was assuming it only affects ground forces, but maybe I was wrong. Well, we're about to find out. Welp. That sucked. Lesson learned there. And yeah, we all knew this was going to happen. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I feared. Only 5 damage. Oh, and that one didn't even go for an infantry. Finished. Oh, didn't even quite finish off my tank. Okay. I don't think that was a good call by the AI. I think delaying my capture of that city probably would have been better. Rather than just hurting my tank. Nice, nice. Great job, Max. Keep it up. Keep it up. Heck yeah. Looks like I sent him more fighters than he even needed. We're basically having an Independence Day battle up there. With a bunch of fighter jets versus a giant flying saucer thing. Oh, does Max... Yes, okay. Now Max will join me. And we finally get tutorialized on how this mechanic works. Awesome. Okay, yep, we'll have to be careful about that. Yes, yes, the tag power is the big thing. I've been told this is hilariously broken. Okay, okay, I think I understand now. The reason that... oh, wow, okay. All of a sudden they're both fully charged. The reason that there's no special description of the tag power is because it's not a separate power. It's just that both of the COs use their powers normally, and they're just both in effect. Okay, got it. Understood. I'm learning. Wow, that's really strong. I don't think I want to use it yet, though, do I? I wouldn't be able to make full use of it because there's not that many enemy units in range of mine. Alright, that capture was delayed by 1 turn, but no big deal. And we don't need to worry about our forces getting wrecked by any further bombs, or any additional bombs being dropped here. So we can send our bombers in without worry now. This does open up a lot of new tactical considerations. For example, I'll want to be Colin while I'm buying things, and I'll want to be Max while I'm fighting. But because you can't just change willy-nilly, it ends your turn when you change, you have to think about it. So for instance, I'm thinking this through. At the end of this turn, I could swap to Max, and my fighting ability would become better. But then, next turn, I wouldn't be getting the discount on the units I buy. So if I am more concerned about buying units next turn, I don't want to make the switch. If I'm more concerned with having good attack power, at the end of this turn, I do want to switch. I think I'm going to keep it at Colin for now. This is all quite interesting. Anyway, all that said, what do I want to build? If I really want to take care of this chopper, I could build an AA, although the fighter should have that on lock. Unless the chopper just completely runs away. So maybe a better call would be to build a new tank. Or I could get a battle copter. That's an option too. Given all the anti-air that the enemy has protecting this, though, I think tanks or maybe even artillery. Rockets especially, although with the sandstorm reducing the range of indirect attacks by 1, maybe just a big barrage with a big push with our land units. With Max in control when we do that, maybe that's the better play. I think so. Oh, don't survive with 1 pixel of health. How dare you do that? I bet you can finish him. Nice work! Together the 1 and 2 hit point bombers actually did something of value. Okay. You are also essentially useless. Just come here, I guess. Maybe the chopper will follow you and finish you off, and then the fighter will kill the chopper. That would be a reasonable and acceptable sequence of events. Trail of Woe. Oh, I once again underestimated the range of the enemy's AAs. I didn't check it, and I didn't think it would go that far. Then again, I could even, if I hadn't already said that, I could pretend I did that on purpose, because it did just waste its attack killing a bomber that was useless anyway, and now my bomber can preemptively attack it and take it out. So yes, all according to plan. I meant to do that all along. Is this a good time to use our tag power, or maybe just Colin's power? I'm not sure we'd get much value out of using Max's right now, because again, there's not that much fighting that's going to happen this turn. Okay, their chopper actually flew out of range of my fighter quite irritatingly. Yeah, let's just use Colin's power. Get a whole bunch of money. Ah, so OP. So OP. Sure. I know that he's vulnerable to the enemy fighter and the enemy AA there, but I don't really care that much. I'm not really worried about the enemy fighter. And they have so much AA that I'm not really going to be building more AA units. I don't think that's going to be the way to finish this. Instead, now that we're absolutely loaded, we're going to get a Neo tank here. And then a regular tank back here. And then we're going to switch to Max. How do we tag? I know it just told me how to tag, but I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Change. I was looking for tag, not change. I was looking for the wrong word. Like a paper cup, eh? Alright, fine. I'm okay with luring that forward. For my Neo-Tank will wreck its face. Alright, that was expected, and I'm not that worried about it. Also expected, and not that big a deal. Also, actually that's a little unexpected. I thought their fighter would go for my bomber, but I'm still okay with this. In fact, them leaving my bomber alone means it's free to do some damage this turn. The only thing in range are enemy AAs. Let's get this one. I think. Yeah, let's get that one. Alright, a max Neo tank is a terrifying thing. Let's not pointlessly get into range of enemy units that could retaliate effectively, but that's nothing. So yeah, nothing to worry about. Get in there, show them what you got. 124%. Oh, max. Nice work. Now, the enemy chopper is a bit of an annoyance. I'll build an AA to take care of it. Oh, there's a city I can capture here. I almost didn't see it. You'll get it a little faster. Worth it? How much damage will we take in retaliation? Will we take more damage than we inflict? I think we might. I'm not going to do that one. That attack. Maybe that's the wrong call, but I'm just not really sure on what the comparative damage formulas would be. Obviously, I could see how much damage I would do, but I don't know how much damage I would take. What to build now? What to build next? Oh geez, I can feel the difference in what I can build, what I'm not calling. We'll just get an infantry and then change. So that we can be calm. Yeah, let me do the buying. Exactly. Exactly, Colin. That's 100% correct. I'll use his power. And then be able to go on a major buying spree next turn. Yeah, that chopper is a pain. It needs to go. I'm quite tired of it. I knew that would happen, and I don't really care. Yeah, whatever. Alright, Colin. Teach them the meaning of fear. Oof, pretty limited range. Still, that was effective. Let's build one back here. Basically get this battlecopter in a pincer that'll have trouble escaping. Although it will be able to do so if it flees to the north. Alright, I think our fighter might be able to finish theirs. Or not, but... still. You guys might as well join. Here, let's build another Neo tank. Could build a battlecopter there, but again, the enemy forces here are just so much anti-air, I don't see a lot of value in that. So I think I'll save my money. What would you be in range of if you charge in? Basically nothing, so go for it. Beautiful. And now let's switch again. There's swap, tag, switch, all of which I think would have been better words to use in the menu than change. Because change can mean a lot of things. It doesn't just mean change which CO is that you're controlling. Whereas tag, switch, and swap all couldn't really mean much of anything else. You know, they're all more specific words than change. That's a very nitpicky point, and it's not a big deal, but... Okay, Battlecopter. Your days are numbered. I'm very sick of you. You've been causing me trouble for way too long. Fighter doesn't have much left in it, but it can do a little. Yes, 138. Oh, Max. What a beast. I remember back in my early days of playing Reboot Camp when I really underestimated Max's true power. Now, I'm pretty sure he's nerfed in this, and he was in Black Hole Rising compared to his original form. But even in his nerfed form, he's still a beast. Max is just that good. I was maybe overvaluing indirect fire, and thus thinking that his indirect fire being gimped was just a huge penalty. And it's probably not as much of a penalty as I was thinking it was at the time. It's probably why I undervalued him a bit initially. Build a Neo tank here. Or save my money, switch, and then next turn use Colin's CO power to get an insane amount of money, and then switch to Max. I kind of like that option. It sort of violates the principle of always build stuff every turn, but this seems like a situation that warrants violating that principle, I think. So let's go ahead and change. It even uses the word switch in the description and then swap there. The game can't make up its mind what's the best word to use either. That's fine. In fact, I even put them out there to lure you out to do that, so thanks for falling into my trap. That chopper is never going to stop being irritating. I'll catch it someday. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so ridiculous. God, Colin, you're so OP! Get me another Neo tank, and then another Neo tank. Oh my god. And sure, get me a fighter. Why not? We'll just buy all the things. See, that was totally worth waiting a turn to do that. Black Crystal, nothing. Black Crystal, I'm not scared of you. You are no match for the combined power of Colin and Max. Oops. Maybe this would have been a decent time to use the tag power so that I get even more firepower, but then again, I don't think so. I mean, I haven't really destroyed... I haven't failed to destroy anything that I wanted to, so I don't know that I have gotten that much value out of using Max as part of the tag power. Maybe for that. I don't know if that would have turned that into a kill or not. But either way, it's not a big deal. Alright, well that was satisfying. Oh, we're not done. We still have this guy. Okay, now we're done. Back to max for next turn. Oh, this is so effective. Switching to Colin when we want to go on a buying spree, and then switching to Max when we want better fighting ability. That's fine. Since I'm not really playing for score, I'm not that bothered when the enemy gets kills as long as they're not really messing up my plans, and they aren't, so... You can run all you want, it's not going to save you. 150%. Truly terrifying, max Neo tanks. Alright. Eventually, I'm gonna kill that chopper one way or another. It is blowing my mind how long it has succeeded at staying alive and being a thorn in my side. But that fighter will be able to chase it down. Actually, we are being max. Can we finish it off with this tank? Maybe. 8%. So I guess that's a no then. Oh well, we can hurt it. But would we be better off attacking the Black Crystal? 12% is not great there either. Alright, whatever. Attack the chopper. %? Could be within the threshold of finishing it. Yes, nice work. Incredible indeed. Okay. Finally, that thorn in my side is destroyed. I never did check the terms. Clearly the terms are destroy the Black Crystal. Yeah. Yeah, that helps a lot. Getting that second CO is enormously helpful. Alright, yeah, let's use that same trick of save our money, switch to Colin, and go on an insane buying spree next turn. Wow, this... this tag battle thing really is broken as all get out. It's so strong. I don't know why I'm bothering to finish these off, since it's apparently irrelevant to my mission. But I might as well. Their fighter might get a preemptive strike on ours, but if it does, it'll be within range of our anti-airs. Prevent them from building anything on that. They could build from that one. And now it's buying spree time. Oh, his power actually isn't completely charged. You know what? I don't even care. It doesn't really matter that much. Get a Neo tank here, a Neo tank here, and then switch back to max. Okay. It's time. I could use both of their powers. It might be tag time. Oh, they both have to be fully charged to do the tag power. Never mind. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, I think it's finally time. Max. And then the AA will finish the job. AA probably could have finished the job. Yeah, 110 even without the fighter participating. But that's fine. Now, let's hit this black crystal as hard as we can. Okay, we one-shot it with a supercharged Max Neo tank. It's over. I'm not even going to make fun of you that time, Jake. Yeah, keep talking, guys. Keep talking. You know, we're the ones who let them escape every single time. We are so bad at capturing enemy COs, it's ridiculous. All will be revealed in time. Caviar. I don't know about caviar. I know that's supposed to be sort of a classy thing, but that's fish eggs, right? That just doesn't sound appetizing. Come on now. Nice work, team. Oh, almost a perfect score. Well done to us. And we finally got to use the new mechanic. It took a while, but we finally got there. And there are elements of it that I didn't know were coming. Like the whole double screen thing. And 2 different battlefields. None of the commenters had mentioned that. That's pretty cool. It was kind of an interesting surprise. Oh, we get a cutscene. You shattered a crystal.
Mission complete.
Alright. Oh, it looks like we have a new enemy CO to fight in the next mission. Alright, and the Omega Land continent is actually more like an archipelago, it seems. Yeah, it has multiple land masses that are completely disconnected. Completely surrounded by water. Hard to call that a continent exactly. It's not a contiguous landmass, but let's not quibble over terminology. Alright, well, next episode, the fight continues in Mission 10. Black Boats Ahoy. I'll see you then.